guys, it's Tom here and welcome to a brand new Liverpool transfer news video. And the Liverpool board and recruitment team and the scouting department really like Mohamed Simakan, the brilliant Leipzig defender who can play as a right back and mainly as a centre back. He's just 24 years old and Liverpool have inquired about signing him to Leipzig. So Alfie Cairns is reporting that Liverpool are in the market for a centre back this summer, and we will also give you guys the latest update on Leno and exactly why Liverpool didn't sign him. He passed the first parts of his medical yesterday before signing for Manchester United, and Simakan played a starring role for Leipzig, starting 32 games for Leipzig. They secured a place in next season's Champions League, and Tottenham and Liverpool mainly are interested in his signature. Liverpool have shown a desire to land Mohamed Simakan, and Fabrizio Romano has verified these reports as well, suggesting that Simakan is one of a number of centre-backs that Liverpool are looking at. Analysed is keen to acquire a new player who can operate at centre-back with Joao Matip's exit leaving a vacancy in the Liverpool backline. So if you are excited about this news, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you are new around here. And Simakan was born in Marseille and he developed through the academy of Strasbourg after a series of spells at youth clubs in the south of France. Simakan also earned a move to Leipzig in 2021, and he has established himself as one of the most reliable, dependable centre-backs in the Bundesliga, making 102 appearances for Leipzig. And he can also play at right back, even though Liverpool don't really need a right back right now because we have Trent Alexander-Arnold and Conor Bradley. But if Trent Alexander-Arnold plays as a deep-lying playmaker / defensive midfielder, then Simakan could be deployed on the right as our main or second choice right back behind Conor Bradley. Bayern Munich and Arsenal were in the hunt for Simakan last summer, but Leipzig didn't really want to sell him. This time though, Simakan is likely to be allowed to leave Leipzig. And speaking on a transfer update live show on Monday, Fabrizio Romano confirmed Liverpool's interest in Simakan. Simakan and Liverpool, this is a rumor we had today from Germany. What I can tell you is that Liverpool, the people in charge, so the people on the board of Liverpool have been tracking and they know Mo Simakan very well. They have been following the player and they believe he's a very talented defender. At the moment there are no concrete negotiations between the agents of Simakan and Liverpool or between Liverpool and Leipzig, so this is a situation, but I can confirm this is one of many centre-backs that Liverpool have been tracking. And here are Simakan's Bundesliga statistics. He played 32 games, scored 2 goals, got 3 assists. He had a pass accuracy of 85.6%, which is really good. Progressive passes 4.4 per 90 minutes, progressive carries 1.4, tackles 2 tackles per 90 minutes, and interceptions 1.2 interceptions per 90 minutes. And here is another news outlet strengthening the fact that Liverpool have inquired about Simakan, who Leipzig rate at 38 million pounds. Do you think that would be good value for money? Florian Plettenberg, who is a very reliable German journalist playing for Sky Sports Germany, working for Sky Sports Germany, notes that Liverpool have gathered information on Simakan, letting Leipzig know of their interest by making inquiries. And Leipzig, of course, would prefer to keep Simakan, but if an offer of 35 to 38 million pounds, which is 40 to 45 million euros, arrives for Mohamed Simakan, then Leipzig would be more than willing to listen to those offers. And Simakan described his stance this summer as open for a new challenge if a top offer arrives from a club, because Mohamed Simakan has been playing at Leipzig for 3 years and he's probably ready for a new challenge. He has a contract until 2027, so Liverpool still have to pay pretty good money for Mohamed Simakan's signature. But the fact that Leipzig have indicated that Simakan is not like unsellable, is not they haven't blocked any offers for Simakan, indicates to me that Leipzig would be willing to negotiate a deal for Mohamed Simakan. And Florian Plettenberg has confirmed that Liverpool see Mohamed Simakan as a key target among several centre-backs that Liverpool are considering. He has a lot of consistent performances and he is very versatile, which makes him a very attractive attractive option for Liverpool going into the new season. And his ability to play multiple positions, multiple defensive roles, fits well with Liverpool's tactical approach. And he is very athletic, he has very good ball handling skills. And Liverpool have a good relationship with Leipzig. We have signed Naby Keita from them, we have signed Dominik Szoboszlai from Leipzig and Ibrahima Konate as well. So we've signed quite a lot of players from Leipzig as well. Fabio Carvalho also spent half a season on loan at Leipzig, so Liverpool have a pretty good relationship with them. Interestingly, as a little kid, Mohamed Simakan played as a striker for the under-11s. He scored 130 goals, and then he joined the Marseille Academy, and then he joined the Strasbourg Academy in 2017, but he tore his cruciate ligament in the summer of 2018, so he had to wait a year to make his senior debut, which was a Europa League qualifier against Maccabi Haifa. Simakan is 6 foot 2 inches tall. He broke into the Strasbourg first team as a right back, and then he joined Leipzig, and he was more of a centre-back there. He played more as a centre-back. He was brought in at Leipzig when Upamecano went to Bayern Munich. The bedding-in period in Germany took time, but he soon became a starter as a right-sided centre-back in a back three under the former manager Tedesco. And when you rank Bundesliga defenders for expected goals, Simakan actually ranked first, as well as touches in the opposition box. He was also ranked top for assists, totaling 6 goal contributions in 32 league games, or over 0.18 per 90 minutes. Simakan is a tenacious defender known for his very aggressive style of play. He can excel in defensive duels, he can dominate games, but consistency has been an issue. But he's still young, he's 24 years old. Usually defenders enter their prime when they are 25, 26, 27 years old. He's a physical player, but Simakan poses great intelligence and his tackling remains solid. He tackles 1.9 successful tackles per 90 minutes. He wins 2.4 area duels, but Simakan excels in a system that allows him to spring off the last man and make up part of the attacking threat. But Liverpool already have Ibrahima Konate and Jero Kwanzaa as the two right-sided centre-backs, and Liverpool are well covered at right-back with Trent Alexander-Arnold and Conor Bradley. And BS Group, who is the agency representing Simakan, has said this in an exclusive interview. Of course, there is some interest from clubs, but we always think with the player that we have to make the choice to move at the right moment at the right place. And when you want the right moment in the right place, sometimes you have to be patient. And what's interesting is that Arne Slot evolved his Feyenoord tactical system to use an inverted fullback, usually asking right back Gertrudia to come inside and invert. From here the backline has converted into a solid three with a double pivot just ahead. And there are questions around the ability of Simakan to ball play. If he was used as a fullback in such a setup, he would work a lot better played centrally, especially if Liverpool can negotiate on their terms. The likes of Konate and Kwanzaa, of course, offer huge help and huge promise going forward, but Konate is injury prone. Kwanzaa is 21, he's still in the early stages of his career. We don't know yet how good Jero Kwanzaa will become in the future years, but of course you wouldn't want to sign a player who would take away minutes from Kwanzaa. But a bit of flexible cover would be very much welcome in the Liverpool defense. But I would much prefer if Liverpool signed a left-sided centre-back who can deputize for Virgil van Dijk. But Ian Doyle, who is a very reliable Liverpool-based journalist, said that there has been a bit of chat about the centre-back Simakan, but our understanding is Liverpool aren't presently considering a move for the Frenchman, which means that we aren't actively in talks with Leipzig, but Simakan is on our shortlist, and we will probably go through that shortlist once Arne Slot can fully evaluate Sepp van den Berg, Jero Kwanzaa, Konate and Van Dijk and Joe Gomez, so all of our centre-back options. If he can see them in pre-season, that's when he will evaluate whether we even need to sign a centre-back or we will keep Van den Berg as another option. And now let's talk about Leno. Some people really lost their marbles by saying that it's a big defeat for Liverpool that we let Leno join Man United. Man United didn't beat Liverpool to the signature of Leno. Simply, Liverpool didn't actively pursue Leno after we learned that Leno wanted £150,000 per week in wages, plus he costs £52 million in transfer fee. For an 18-year-old centre-back who had one good season in the French league, that's way too much for Liverpool, considering that he would become the second most expensive defender in Liverpool's history. And here you can see the different metrics of Leno and Jarrell Kwanzaa. Jarrell Kwanzaa is doing fantastically well, even better in many metrics than Leno. There is of course a lot of overlap, but Jarrell Kwanzaa is doing much better in a lot of metrics like defensive duels, defensive actions, progressive passes, total passes, and progressive carries as well. The only two metrics that Leno is better at is forward pass percentage and aerial duel success rate. So Liverpool, according to Jack Lusby, a journalist working in England, just thought that the Leno transfer is just too expensive for Liverpool to pursue, and I think that is ultimately will turn out into good choice. I don't think Leno will become like the best centre-back in the world or one of the best centre-backs in the world. He will become a very, very good player. With Liverpool having Kwanzaa, Konate, Van Dijk, Gomez, and potentially Sepp van den Berg if we keep them, means that Liverpool are not really as desperate as Man United to sign an 18-year-old for 52 million plus give him huge wages. Yes, I can understand why Liverpool fans are furious, some of them, because Liverpool haven't made a transfer yet, but you have to put it into context that it's a new manager. Half of the first team aren't even in preseason training yet, and a totally new setup. It needs time so Arne Slot can evaluate the Liverpool squad. But Leno is just 18 years old. He did not prove himself outside of the French league, and he gets to earn the same amount of money which is earned by a more experienced and proven player. In 3 years, when it will be time to renew his contract, he will start the discussions from £200,000 per week at the age of 21, and that is huge. Because Leno signed a contract at Man United which increases his wages every season, and Liverpool didn't or couldn't afford that, or didn't want to hand an 18-year-old such a big contract. On the other hand, if you give an 18-year-old such a big contract, then our other young players who are breaking through from the youth academy, like Jarrell Kwanzaa, who will be a fraction of what Leno is earning right now at Man United or will earn at Man United, the young players at Liverpool would feel undervalued, and they would feel that they are entitled to a much bigger salary, a much bigger wages, and that would create tension in the Liverpool dressing room. So Liverpool thought that signing an 18-year-old for such a big amount of money and such big wages would be too much of a gamble, and I can understand why. If Leno was available, and also he only had 1 year left on his contract at Lille, so Liverpool didn't think Leno is worth 52 million with 1 year left on his contract. That's the bottom line. Konate would be on half the wages of Leno if Leno signed for Liverpool with the same wages. So yeah, that would create a lot of tension in the dressing room, because Konate is already an established French international footballer and an established Liverpool centre-back, and Leno would be third choice at best at Liverpool behind Konate and Van Dijk. He wouldn't play as much as he would at Man United. So that's why Liverpool pulled out of the negotiations or the deal. That's why Leno went to Man United, and I hope that clears it up for you guys. Thanks for watching, guys. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this. Have a nice day. See you later. Good night.